Basketball is back. NBL semi-finals. It is Illawarra, baby, up against South East Melbourne Phoenix. 3 top tips for this one. Gonna hit them up straight off the bat. Illawarra first quarter, -1.5. Back him in as the winner. Team total over 100.5 points. And Tyler Harvey to go over his points total, 18.5. I've also got him on the ladders at 20 points and a little flutter on 25 plus points. Now, this matchup has been a long time coming. 21 days since the Illawarra Hawks last played a competitive game of basketball. The South East Melbourne Phoenix, they lost to Perth in the first playing game, and then in the elimination final, got back from a 21-point deficit to take over the Adelaide 36ers to get through to this semi-final. Now, there are a multitude of things to break down in this game, and I've done it all in the article on bets.com.au. Maybe you're there now reading it, or you're on YouTube. Check out the article. It's an in-depth breakdown of the game. There's stats there, there's everything. Here, I'm just going to give you the main points to get you going for the game. Now, first quarter, Illawarra, 5 of their last 6 games, they've won the first quarter and covered the line, this 1.5 line that they have in this game. They've gone on then to win all 5 of those games. And in the season, they've also just bashed teams all the time in their first quarters. Most of their games this season, they've won those first quarters, then they've gone on to win the game. They're an explosive team. They have the most points scored of any team in the league, best field goal percentage, most points in the paint, most second chance points, most points off the bench. They've led the league in pretty much every single scoring stat this season. And I think they're going to continue to be a scoring dynamo in this one against South East Melbourne. The Phoenix, they went from an 0-5 start to the NBL 25 season to then somehow magically making this resurgence, both defensively and offensively, having one of the biggest player turnovers from last season coming into NBL 25, and then they just made it happen. Josh King, a massive catalyst in this one, really got the guys to knuckle down on defense and change the trajectory of this team. Now, they were one of the best defensive teams in the middle portion of the season. Towards the end, though, there were some inconsistencies starting to creep in. And if you look at their last 5 games, last 5 rounds of the season, moreover, they have gone down to a 6th position in the league in defense. It's not good enough, and against these high-scoring teams, they have struggled. Not only that, on the road, they are one of the worst road teams this season. Their statistics, I'm going to bring them up right here. 7-12 on the road this season, and have allowed an average of 102 points per game to their opponents on the road in their last 10 games. So all of those factors combined, I think Illawarra are going to have a massive first quarter, get out, score a lot of points, put South East Melbourne under pressure from the get-go, and they won't be able to have this comeback that they'd had against Adelaide. That was an implosion from the 36ers. You won't see the same from Illawarra. They're going to take the momentum they had in the last portion of the regular season and push it through to this first game of the semi-finals. Tyler Harvey, 6 of the 7 games that Illawarra have played again at home against South East Melbourne, he has scored 20 or more points. So back him in for a big one here. He is one of the most unguardable players in the NBL. Whew, how exciting. Don't forget to check out the preview as well for Perth and Melbourne United. Jez has got that one on here. If you want to dive in a bit more to sports chat, check out Ahead of the Game here on YouTube. Find that, search it up, subscribe there. Let's go.